invitation from Info 123 to train change agents. And what's change agents? Change agents is in a group of Somali men and women, and we train them how to fight about the FGM, and we give them the training. For example, the first day we train them about the basic information about the FGM, what is FGM, which countries are practicing the age, very basic information. And besides that, also we talk more about the religion and FGM, since FGM has nothing to do with the religion, but many people also link with that sort of the information we given them. And Martina, she also did about the health and things like that, and then the people, they do a lot of, exercise, role play, especially the communication, skills is very important. Yeah.
After the basic knowledge about FGM, we need to know how to communicate and how to transfer knowledge. So the second day, it was a lot about intercultural communication, because people have come to Norway from Somalia, and they came from a very different culture. We call it a we culture to a very individual culture to Norway. So it's very important to realize that communication is very necessary to be done in the right way. That's why what Zahra said, we need to exercise how can we cope with difficult questions, or how can we cope with people who don't want to talk, because speaking about sexuality or female genital mutilation is still a big taboo within the Somali community. And after thinking about how to communicate, we were also speaking about the community and how we can be sure that the community is ready to talk about FGM and to listen and to provide their opinion about a tradition which is not allowed in Norway, which is not allowed in Europe, but it's still going on very much in Somalia. So that was the content of the second day.
We selected about 5 people according to the last 2 days. Martina and me, we were also evaluated, and then we thought that maybe this is the best that we selected. We based it according to the also Norwegian language, also Somali language, and also according to their age, different qualities and roles. And we thought maybe this is the 5 best out, and the main goal behind that, in order also in the future to monitor and to coordinate other change agents. But besides that, we would like also to be in the future the one who will replace us, as a trainer. It needs a time, it needs, experience, but today we give a special training how you, for example, presentation, the basic information about the FGM, things like that. So the idea behind in order to be a trainer in the future.
I think it's also important to manage that the agents of change and the trainers can be a lot of use for the professionals, the health professionals working in Norway. As the past 3 days were really the start of a beginning of change, Info 123 has asked every change agent to have a house conversation. It means they come together with 6 to 8 people and talk about FGM and talk about how the health system in Norway can support women. So it's a start, and the most important thing Info 123 has to do is to support the implementing of this education and support the people in giving them the possibility to do their job.
I think that that the most important that 3 days it is not enough, or 2-room conversation it is not enough. Our aim is to bring change, especially in behavior change. And as you know that the behavior change, it takes time. So I'm expecting that the Info 123 that to go ahead and to continue this activity in the future, to make more, not only in Oslo, as we now started, some regions like Bergen or very far away, cities that you can all in Norway to spread this information, but you need, planning and implementation and evaluation. So in order to sustain all these things, I think that you can go ahead and work with other agencies, even other institutions that you can work together, especially in the health sector or integration departments.
Yeah. If you are in the plane, they always say oxygen for the mama first, after that for the baby. If you are a trainer, not what you think, because one time you said it's very bad. But some people might think it's very good. So then you have already you go fight.